Hello friends, I'm back with you again. Last week I got an unsolicited invite to join a WhatsApp group named NCLT Multibaggers. Well, I was quite intrigued and joined the group. Within no time, the group swelled to a very large number. Let's see where the truth lies.
Let's revisit the subject yet again. IBC, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016, is a new legal code and exhaustively covers complete area of laws related to the specific verticals of insolvency and bankruptcy, yani Diwaliyapan. Why was the need to emphasize the name again? The highest court in India emphasized the need of specialized courts to handle this subject of bankruptcies staring into the face of the country's economy. In a layman's language, it emphasizes that there is nothing left here. In order to deal with these varied cases, the courts made special arrangements in specialized courts called National Company Law Tribunal or NCLT. And in case any party is not too happy with the outcome, they have an option to escalate their case to NCLAT, where appellate is added to the name.
Seeing our collective exuberance, a question pops up in my mind. Are we walking into a trap with our eyes wide open? The fact that IBC NCLT cases shares are in single digits or in some cases even in pennies does not indicate that these are great buys, or for that matter, only because these shares were at a great price a couple of years back does not indicate that these are going to touch their lost glories anytime soon.
Does that not remind of the very basic theory propounded by Warren Buffett? Be fearful when others are greedy. But what if all are greedy without any sense of realism? Or one can argue that I am greedy as all others are fearful. Glass half empty or half full? Yes, there is need to be cautious, if not downright fearful. And I would go to the extent of saying that there is a need to not look at these shares, especially for the retail investors. There can be a possibility that some of these shares may run up at maddening pace, Jet Airways and DHFL. But sooner or later, a realization will set in that you are left with near zero value of your shares. Electrosteel Steels Limited, one amongst the first 12 companies in IBC, was reduced to one share for 50 shares held and was delisted as well, leaving the shareholders in a lurch. Much later, Ruchi Soya by one share for 100. Thankfully, it stayed listed, and as one investor claims, I realized 40% gains after the share ran up from 10 rupees to 1400. First, it is self-contradictory statement. It is different matter that now it is again down to rupees 679. And another moot question is, how many would take that rundown from rupees 1000 to rupees 10 and back to rupees 1400? Is it worth the grind? It is pertinent that a bankrupt company cannot make you rich, and any speculative gains are on the back of someone else's losses.
We are seeing it happen right in front of our eyes, but still are not waking up to the reality. There are so many WhatsApp, Telegram, and YouTube channels which are luring us. Even the news media as well as the print media highlight the fact that so and so company has found a new buyer, without highlighting the fact that the current equity is going to be rather extinguished and we are going to be left with very, very small value for our shares.
The classical case is of recently resolved DHFL, huge pump up and share run up from 8 rupees 40 paisa to rupees 43 in less than 3 months and then dropped by the big buyers as a hot potato. Most of them knew that the run up is a trap and eventually be over soon. I spoke with a big lawyer and shareholder and in his words, I bought DHFL shares on an advice and also put rupees 5 lakh as deposit. Now shares are zero value and will get about 3 lakhs from the deposit. Even big lawyers can also be trapped. This is because of our own ignorance and we can only hold ourselves responsible.
So, it is time to cut the crap and understand the IBC NCLT process in very simple words. If a company is bankrupt, there can only be 3 outcomes.
In the first case, the present shareholders and promoters' equity will be reduced significantly to maybe 1 of 50 as in case of Electrosteel Steels Limited, 1 of 100 as in case of Ruchi Soya, and now DHFL where equity value is near zero as per our current understanding. In second instance, there is no chance of shareholders getting anything. Probably the financial lenders may get very paltry sums. Example, I think ABG Shipyard, Lanco Infra, IVRCL, Jyoti Structures and perhaps Amtech Auto. Please help me to comment if there are more as I am not following the NCLT cases closely. In third case, which is now made possible again, one may expect a turnaround in next 3, 4 or 5 years. Example, JP Power, JP Associates and CG Power. One very interesting case happened that threw up a host of new breed of investors in the last 1 year. That was Alok Industries. This was a case amongst the first 12 companies put before IBC NCLT. It was rather a shock to find after a couple of years that Alok Industries received one and only one bid, and that too from the number one corporate of India, Reliance Industries.
It was rather surprising to note that Reliance left 25% stakes in the hands of retail investors in Alok resolution. Probably they might have sacked their legal team after seeing the other resolution processes in the first 12. They did go to the NCLT court to extinguish the 25% retail equity, but they could not succeed. The share went from rupees 370 all the way to rupees 60 plus. This threw up a new breed of rather confident shareholders who are sniffing very close to the ground to clinch other opportunities such as Alok.
We must also realize that most of these or new investors today are putting money in NCLT cases either in a hope that it turns out into Alok or in a fear of losing out, FOLO. Both are dangerous. Therefore, such misplaced exuberances happen. Question is, if you do not believe that a profit-making company will make you rich, how can you believe that a bankrupt company can make you rich? At the time of completing this video, a case of NCLT is withdrawn. Company name is SPML Infra Limited in infrastructure development space. The results since last 5 quarters are right in front of you. Would you invest in SPML Limited? A rupees 2 face value share at a price of rupees 11.82. How the share will move is anybody's guess and most likely will run up quite fast.
Guys, it is your money and it is only and only you who can save it or multiply it. Thanks for watching and do please watch our playlist before taking a plunge. Thanks again and happy investing.